Hi guys, so I wanted to do a quick video update on where I am with my 2D merchant game. I'm working on it slowly but steadily, but I'm still in the throes of learning Unity, so this is just sort of a rough idea for my project as I'm trying to implement various features, but I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I've done recently so that you can see it as the game is actually in play mode. So the first thing you'll notice here is the dialogue panel that's coming up. I learned how to do this with the Game Dev TV Quest dialogue course, and it's a pretty complex dialogue node system that I have set up with scriptable objects. You can see here that I'm just have some like dummy dialogue that I'm just clicking through. I need to hit the X to get out of the dialogue system. And right now I just have that running on a coroutine, so it basically just pops up at the beginning when you hit play, and then I just close it down. But obviously in the future it will be triggered by NPCs. The next thing I've done fairly recently is that I've set it up so that the different continent names are actually cast to this text box here. So I can scroll through. These continents don't have elements on their map yet, but I can basically scroll through, and the continent name is not hard baked into the map. It's actually sitting in a switch statement in one of my scripts, and then I'm casting it to the text box here. I've also implemented a very basic, very rudimentary calendar system over here. You can see on the left-hand side. It's basically just taking the day-night system that I have in the game, which is how you see the, it's purple right now, so it's nighttime right now. And once it gets to sunrise again, it should switch over to January 6th. Yep, okay. So I'm in the process of, actually I should show you that first. The quest system is over here. I know I have two UI panels right now that say quests. Obviously that is not permanent. I'm just experimenting with where to put various UI items. But the quest panel right now is activated by clicking this question mark button. Just ignore this little thing for now. This is the quest panel as it is right now. I have the tooltip in so you can hover over the quests and see your progress. The tooltip, the layout obviously needs to be changed. It's all smushed together, and of course I can see right here I have 2 out of 1 for collect 150 gold, which is not correct, but the basic functionality is there, so I'm happy with that. And I can close the panel by clicking on this question mark. I have what are going to be some NPC allies that you unlock in the game that obviously are locked at this point. And I am in the process of making it so that a tooltip, which is what this thing right here is going to pop up when you mouse over the various locations. So on the console right now, it's actually telling me what location I'm mousing over, although this one is not working properly, but I think I might have these two switched around because I was playing with them. But this is mousing over Honoria. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, this one isn't working right now. Anyway, the idea is that when I mouse over them, it was working, I promise. That's the joy of working with Unity, is that something is working 1 minute and then not working the next. And then I'm gonna mouse over them and then have this tooltip pop up, tell me stats about the location, title, population, resource, reputation. Those are just some examples. And it's gonna work in much the same way as the quest tooltips that you saw here. So you mouse over and the tooltip pops up. Yeah, I've got a couple of things for testing in here. I have just this is not actual gameplay. This is just for testing purposes, but this starts the gameplay. I don't think you can hear it now, but there's music that begins. Your player ship appears on the map. Some sound effects come on, etc. So this is the main part of the game, but there's also this part that is represented right now with this little robot creature. I hit this and the screen minus this tooltip that I'm working on is going to darken, and there's this strip down here that I haven't darkened yet, and that's going to be sort of a mini game that pops up at the bottom of the screen. This area that's left dark down here is going to expand, and there's going to be sort of another part of the game that you're going to get to play. but I'm not going to say too much more about that right now. This is just a view of Unity as I'm working in it. You can see I have some lovely error codes popping up at the bottom here. Not too surprising. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can show you right now. It's just a view of my project folder. It's getting pretty full. I have a lot of different script folders, a lot of different UI folders. I've been using, this is my UI. If you look over here on the hierarchy, you can see the UI canvas has many different parts. It's the main canvas. We've got a dialogue panel. We have the various panels like left panel lower, left panel upper, right panel lower, right panel upper. These all have layout groups on them, so vertical layout group and horizontal layout group, which basically just helps to make sure that the buttons and the elements in the various panels appear neatly, so you can control the spacing and that sort of thing between the different elements. I have the NPC panel, which is the upper right panel right now. I'm working on this destination UI, which is what this tooltip is going to be, and there's the quest UI. So all sorts of UIs. I can obviously toggle the UI on and off if I need to. Sometimes that helps, or to toggle various ones on and off as I'm working. Yeah, so my next step is going to be to continue working on the destination UI to make it so that those tooltips pop up when I mouse over the locations. Obviously, I'm going to be filling out the rest of the maps with different locations, and then I'm going to be continuing to work through the quest course that I've purchased and actually get some real quests implemented in the game. I think if you were paying attention, you probably noticed the quests were like slay the witch and some weird things like that. So obviously there's going to be thematically appropriate quests in the game. And I'm going to fill out the dialogue as well and build a story into the game. So that's where I am right now. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be updating regularly on the game on my devlog on itch.io, so please check that out. And I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, or you can find me on Instagram. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.